I run from my pops, the man who's always looked out for me, even when we didn't have a home to go home to. I run for my 3-year-old son, so he can have a father he's proud of. I run for anyone who's in a tough situation and feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I run to show them that there is.
First question.
What keeps you going out there?
I run for my pops, the man who sacrificed so much. I run for anyone who's ever doubted me, and for those out there living on white rice and ramen noodles. I run for those that think there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I run to show them that there is.
For a long time, we went to places we never unpacked. My whole life was in that vehicle.
Growing up in Tulsa, it was a lot of nights where I didn't know what I was going to eat or where I was going to be sleeping that night. I don't regret going through anything that I went through because it made me who I am. I remember it's a lot of nights where I used to go to sleep and I would wonder, do he ever sleep? I never seen him sleep.
Certain times I was more fearful. It depends on where I chose to park. Living in our family vehicle, I try to find a spot like this with a light, and we would back in, and we'll sit there, and then be gone before day. I said, I never imagined we'll be in this place. And just to sit and look at my kids and watch them sleep, and I'm thinking okay, what do I do next?
At first, Marty, he proud, he was trying to fix it and do it himself. He didn't let anybody know. He tried to make sure he kept everything normal.
I would stay up, wash their stuff by hand while they sleep, making sure they check their homework. And then I'll go to bed around 12, 1, and get up about 5:36 so I could get them to their school. And that's how we lived for a while.
Even when I was in the car, I felt like it was home. It never really registered to me that we was homeless or anything like that.
Josh, I think he knew, but he blocked it out because he wants to be there for his dad. His dad was his main priority, and that's where that drive and determination came from.
I mean, we're in that type of community where, we struggle a lot. I don't think that he was going to be one of those who come to the counselor and tell the counselor, I can't study today because I didn't have a place to sleep last night.
It's hard telling the kid, hey man, it's going to get better. And there's times I'm questioning, okay, did I take a wrong turn?
I don't know how to explain it. He was always my superhero growing up. Kind of felt like he was invincible.
I used to say to myself, okay, you're at Jacobs. Let's do this. It was weird to dream. I was in a stadium. All I could see was a blue sky. And I heard, touchdown, Joshua Cordell Jacobs. And I stood straight up. And I said, his name's gonna be Joshua Cordell Jacobs. That's good. I said, it's a football name, ain't it? It's a good name. This is where it all began. His 3rd grade year, Josh played his first game here. I didn't think about football until Skip's the one that actually said, does he want to play football? At the time, I couldn't pay for nothing either. So he said, listen, man, just bring him out here. We'll work out everything else. I said, do you want to play football? He was like, yeah.
Josh has had that good balance, that little wide base run where he was always on balance.
Josh is just so natural. with this. Like, I don't want to say he was born to do it, but I might be saying he was born to play football.
To watch him play as a junior high school kid, you knew that he was special.
He was always putting in extra work. Nobody else was doing that. The ultimate goal was to be somebody special, you know, and to elevate the community around us.
Life is full of decisions. You know, you have choices to make. Every decision that you make could change your life forever.
The draft was one of the coolest experiences I've ever imagined. But to see him play his first game and he scored, he leaps over that dude and I'm jumping up and everybody, and the whole side realized who I was and started, you know, jumping on me.
As soon as I got drafted, the first thing that came to my mind wasn't like it wasn't like a relief to me. It was more like, all right, now I gotta really work.
I started reflecting that God put this kid on that platform, and it was humbling to me. I got to see this manifest.
I always tell myself if I give it everything I have and I fail or I don't reach the goal that I felt like I should have, then I'm good with it, because I know at the end of the day I can't look back and say what if.
Sometimes I wonder what I'd tell my younger self if I ever saw him. I'd tell him, Josh, it's gonna be hard growing up homeless, but you gotta believe in yourself. Be tougher than the world around you. In that field, that's your proving ground. Push yourself to be someone. And I promise someday, you will.